Hi, this is Shirai. I've been under the weather for the last few days. That's why I have not uploaded any more um, substantial evidence and so forth. If you notice, this uh, Garda has gotten much larger in previous YouTubes. It's starting to cut my windpipe, so you can notice how my windpipe is supposed to be straightened and how far it's been cut off. So my voice is not normally what it should be. The most stringent protections of free speech will not protect a man falsely shouting fire in a theater and causing a panic. The question in every case is whether the words used are used in such circumstances and are of such a nature as to create a clear and present danger, that they will bring about substantial evil, to bring about substantial evil that Congress has the right to prevent. It is a question of proximity and degree. This is a quote by Oliver Wendell Holmes. I want us to elaborate on this. It is quite interesting because the individual who caused this problem in me and my son's life targeted us. They shouted fire by stating falsely things that did not occur, of our character or who we were. And they caused me to lose my home, my career, and eventually now people trying to switch my identity using data manipulation. This is they causing they're targeting me and they causing this panic falsely by shouting fire, and people are panicking about me and they're tampering with my money, they're tampering with everything I do. I can't go out in public without being harassed. The question in every case is whether the word is used in such a circumstances are of such nature as to cause clear and present danger. They did, because I have been physically harmed, I've been verbally abused, I've been harassed, and people have basically, under the color of the law, has been abusing the situation as well. From what I gather, this is what I'm hearing. Um, my son was basically targeted the same way. So they're causing, when they target us, they put us in harm's way of clear and present danger based on propaganda of shouting some type of fires about who we were and uh, what I did. I'm not a prostitute. They're trying to steal my credentials. I hear that I'm in the system as a Carl Lewis. I'm not a Carl Lewis, but this is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing something about another person that is impersonating me. Whatever I send in, they're using my. I have a personal PC I bought with my disability so I could communicate and get things done. And basically, what they're doing is they're sabotaging my IP address, and I guess they're viewing it, and they sending in duplicate information that I send in using their copies of my ID. Now, this is what I'm hearing is going on. I just last week sent some important information off. I heard they already have three same copies with my license says one thing, they're saying another, and dated another. How did they were able to change my information of goods? That's what I'm trying to get everyone to see. They're causing a clear and present danger to cover up the identity poacher activity that's going on. I have been on Tuesday. They were sitting up there saying I squawked or I told, and this is why this is happening to me. I was at the metro station in Naperville, and I had two men in a van with no label, harassing me and about you talked and all these bad things going to happen to you, and which they are. But basically, one of my Social Security checks was stolen, and I don't know what the receiving end or of my bank or the disbursement end of the Social Security Administration said they wired it. I mean, this is getting really becoming very interesting what they're trying to do to my identity. They sit up there saying you keep squawking about what happened, what we did. And I said, well, I'm a victim here. I'm not going to sit there and let you abuse me like this. I can't. They had sat there and basically abused me. Or when I got there to the Social Security office, if you look at the surveillance tape, you have a couple there waiting outside. When I got off the bus, they come in, and I don't know what they're trying to do, orchestrate that I'm them or something, or I have a drug addiction. It's weird what they're doing. All I know that something is going on with my identity, and they're trying to cover it up. They're saying that there has been some truthful activity, obstruction of justice. They're charging people under my ID. And my question is, they're causing a clear and present danger. If they're distributing somehow, I never lost my copies of any of my state or Illinois ID. They somehow got a copy of my new name change. Think about it this way. If somebody getting a license and drive somebody's car under my identity and then turn around and run over a child or a person, then they cause a really bad clear and present danger. Where all your advocacy is going to be then? And it's kind of like, well, we're using you for public service. I never volunteered. You have no right to encroach on me like this. And this is the problem I'm worried about, because they had shouted fire in the theater and caused this panic over my personal information. And another thing too, Social Security is only allowed to disperse your Social Security card 3 times. Okay, I lost, someone was stolen in June of 2006 at my family house, so I had to get a reissue. Then I changed my name. But after I changed my name, it's where I was staying. Someone stole it in March of 2010. So I did get a new one. So it shouldn't be no mini disbursement of my Social Security card. No one should have an extra copy of it. I have one more time to get it. So it is all these circumstances that's really bothering me, and people giving me false information as if I'm lack of intelligence, that I was not going to send out all these information and inquiries about what is going on. Here is my identity. Why can I get what I'm asking for? So it is, or service that I need, without sitting up there the first shall be last mentality. If they go into Hebrews chapter 10, it is somewhere in between 1 and 10 of verses. It speaks of the first shall be last. Let me explain that biblical verse to you. The first shall be last. They're talking about the establishment of the church. We'll establish the first church. And then once we establish the first church, we would allocate the sources to set up another church. They're not talking about individual first shall be last. I don't know where they think that they have the right to do this to me. You have no legal rights to my personal information. I feel like I'm being hijacked. I feel like I'm being harassed. I'm being threatened. I send some personal information to the authorities regarding an African American in a yellow hat following me on Tuesday, and then these 2 guys in this white van. I mean, they're really talking about kidnapping me because of somebody has my identity. Oh, someone wanted to be an accountant downtown at Mercantile Mart. That's what I heard, Mercantile Mart. I don't know. I never applied. But somebody is falsely getting jobs under my personal ID, and they shouldn't be doing this. So someone distributing my personal information. I have not lost my personal information. I know in June of 2010, I filed a police report. Someone had basically stolen my thumb drive, and I had some information in there. And one more. Someone actually posted all my tax return on the website. They took over one, and I sent this to the FBI Internet Crime Report. They actually took over my my email account, and an extension. It has .ca. I'm not sure if it is California, or CA is also Canada. So someone set up there and post all my personal information out there, and now they're trying to wipe me out. Someone illegally did this. It's out there on the website. And all my tax information and my school records and so forth and so on, which I had on a disk, but I was only trying to conceal it, and I can't even go in and open up the account because someone actually changed everything, the extension, the address, and everything. I can't even change the password. So they illegally post my information, and that's how they're claiming that they're me and coming in and having all these tax reports, because someone already illegally posted it out there. and also in eBay. I heard something was out there on eBay. All this is illegal. This is all intentionally done maliciously and diabolically. Um, they wanted to be an accountant, and they're sabotaging me, and I can't find a place. They don't want to. They don't want to give me my money. It's unbelievable. I wish, I'm asking, and I'm begging at this point. Someone needs to investigate, because I am a victim of something that is unbelievable to believe that someone could sit there and sabotage someone's life without being punished. This is Shara.